and welcome to Tonight in News. Tonight, I'm your host, Nathaniel Martinson. In tonight's stories, the US cracks down on recent Ebola outbreaks, Iraq pleads to UN for anti-jihadist airstrikes, and dishwashing liquid. Are you paying too much? But first, the international heavyweight and Asian rock band U2 have just released their 13th studio album, Songs of Innocence. How? With the help of their long-standing business partner, Apple. On Tuesday, September the 9th, the band appeared at Apple's keynote conference. The conference, typically reserved for the launch of Apple's new hardware, was this time accompanied with a performance by the band. Apple revealed the new iPhone 6 and their new smartwatch, and then after a performance of their lead single, The Miracle of Joey Ramone, U2's frontman engaged in some awkward dialogue with Apple CEO Tim Cook. Then, by the power of some new technology, which Apple has yet to comment on, the CEO touched fingers with Bono, thus releasing the album. The bio-digital album release was sent to all iTunes accounts, over 500 million of them, Cook himself describing it as the largest album release of all time. Although the album was made free to users, Apple reportedly paid U2 an undisclosed amount of money. Apple also paid for a $100 million advertising campaign, as well as promising the soul of every Apple Store employee's firstborn child. The response to the album has been unprecedented. 26 million iTunes users downloaded the album within the first few days. And in an overwhelming response, and only 6 days after its release, Apple created a one-click stop for users to remove the album not only from their devices, but also from their iCloud. See the link below. As a result, the move has divided the community. We have both consumers happy to receive this free gift, yet others complain that the album was added without their permission, drawing concerns with the wider security implications. For more on this story, across live to me now in the field. Hello me, am I there?
Yes, you certainly are. We've heard some concerns over the way in which Apple has released U2's latest album. Let's see what the man on the street has to say. Hi. What do you think of the release of U2's new album?
I think it's great. I mean, who doesn't like free shit?
Apple just released U2's new album for free. How do you feel about that?
I think it would have been fine if I hadn't had my automatic downloads on. Kind of wasted my data. I mean, if you think about it, if Apple could do that, what else can they do?
How do you feel about Apple forcing U2's latest album, Songs of Innocence, onto your Apple devices?
Who? Well, there we have it. Back to me in the studio. Well, thank you, me. Coming up next, men with beards. Should we trust them?